Rachel had always been fascinated by antiques, her small shop brimming with trinkets from forgotten lives. When she stumbled upon an ornate full-length mirror at an estate sale, she felt an inexplicable pull. The silver frame was tarnished, and its surface bore faint scratches, but something about it called to her. "It's cursed," the old seller warned with a shaky voice. "Belonged to a woman who vanished without a trace." Rachel smiled politely, brushing off the comment. She didn't believe in curses, only craftsmanship. She bought the mirror and hung it in her bedroom, unaware of the nightmares she had invited into her life. That night, Rachel dreamed of a woman in a long flowing gown standing before the mirror. Her face was obscured, but her voice was clear. "Help me." Rachel awoke with a start, drenched in sweat. The dream felt too real, as if she had been there with the woman. Shaking off the unease, she dressed and went about her day. The mirror became the centerpiece of her room, reflecting sunlight during the day and moonlight at night. But soon, she noticed something odd. Her reflection didn't always match her movements. It started small, a flicker of an eye, a delayed tilt of the head. At first, Rachel blamed exhaustion. But one evening, as she reached to adjust her hair, her reflection stayed perfectly still, staring at her with cold, unblinking eyes. Terrified, Rachel covered the mirror with a blanket. The dreams grew worse. The woman in the gown now reached out to her, pleading. "You have to find the key," she whispered, "before it's too late." Rachel confided in her friend Mark, a local historian. "Mirrors are portals in some folklore," he said, half joking. "Maybe your antique is holding a grudge." Desperate for answers, they researched the mirror's history. It once belonged to Eleanor Winters, a reclusive heiress who disappeared in 1903. Her final diary entry read, "He waits in the glass. I cannot escape." Determined to rid herself of the cursed object, Rachel decided to destroy the mirror. She grabbed a hammer and swung with all her might. But the glass didn't shatter. Instead, the surface rippled like water, and a chilling laugh echoed from its depths. Mark suggested they try a séance. "If Eleanor's trapped, maybe we can free her," he reasoned. With candles lit and hands joined, they called out to Eleanor. The room grew cold, and the flame of each candle flickered. A voice emerged from the mirror, soft but insistent. "He's coming. Run!" Before they could react, the blanket covering the mirror flew off. The reflection in the glass was no longer theirs. A tall, shadowy figure stood behind them, eyes glowing red. Mark screamed as the figure lunged. Rachel grabbed the mirror and tilted it, forcing the shadow to face its own reflection. It howled, shrinking back into the glass. The mirror's surface cracked, spider webbing with fractures. A faint voice whispered, "Thank you." When the mirror finally shattered, Rachel collapsed to the floor, the oppressive weight lifting from the room. In the shards of glass, they saw a faint image of Eleanor Winters, smiling and free. But as Rachel swept up the pieces, she caught her reflection in a shard. It blinked,